Come on in, everybody. We see you out there. Sorry, we're just a little bit late. We always get tied up in the back room with great conversation
That you'll never hear.
that you'll never
You always
hear.
get tied up in the
No,
back room. That's
not
what I
you do.
heard.
Oh,
Charles,
okay.
Well, I've heard
Charles, Charles, you look like you're holding hands with Flash Gordon.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Let's see.
Oh, Charles, we've only got 15 hours to save the Earth.
Ming
We've
will
only
be
got-
destroyed.
We've only got 5 hours to package that Rama Guy magazine.
Here, is that better? That way
Oh, you
he's
go. Look at
kind of
that.
looking at Brand Eck there. Yeah.
Now
All right,
I'm
folks.
Now I'm punching the thing.
Yeah. Punch him up. We're here to look at a great comic today, folks. I'm glad you're with us. The chat is open and live from the desk of a small press publisher. Says morning all. Joe in the house. Joe, if you're
Joe
awake, you're welcome to join us. We're all going nuts this morning. So
For a change.
for a change, yeah. Good change of pace. So let's run the opening and we will get right into it here. Here we go. Really glad you're here with us this morning, or whenever you watch us throughout the span of the internets. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman, Arrow Comics. You can look me up on Amazon and find some stuff like the Shadow Kingdom, which is a adaptation of the classic Robert E. Howard story that I adapted, that Russ Leach did the artwork for. It turned out incredibly good and has spawned The Atlantean. And this is issue volume 1 of The Atlantean, continuing the adventures of Cull and Brule from the Shadow Kingdom. The Atlantean 2 campaign has closed, but it is open as a storefront for the next couple of days until we put the book to press, just in case anyone out there last minute wants to join in. It's over at fundmycomic.com. And it's a great volume. We hope you go over there and take a look. It's turning out incredibly well and can't wait for you to read it. Even Charles Santino has a story that's incorporated into the larger story. He sent me a plot idea of an adventure of young Cull and just kind of spread out and fit right into what we were working on, and turned out really, really good, I think. And I can't wait for you to read it.
Very happy to be involved. I have no idea how you afforded me, but I'm glad it all worked out.
Oh, you were, yeah. It was an effort. It was an effort.
My bill is on the way.
There we are. So's our invoice. So. We're so glad you're paying us this time. But anyway, it's enough, enough begging, and we can, anyway, comedy, whatever. So also joining us this morning is Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. Speaking of invoices, this book I wrote and paychecks, I got money for this yesterday. I got that much money for this book, sales of this book, that I was able to retire for 4 minutes. You can get that from New Haven Press, and it's on Amazon. Get it. And if you get in touch with me, you can even get the film of the book. How does that sound? Also on Fund My Comic, you can see my Hatch annotated book, Hatch is a character I created a long, long time ago. And this is his story. It's got all published and unpublished artwork in it, so check that out. And occasionally, I'm a publisher, and I publish this Comics Unlimited magazine, which is 100 pages about comics. That'll do. I think I've been out of time there.
All right. Also joining us, good morning, Joe, by the way.
Oh,
good morning. You're here.
Yep.
Also joining us this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
My name is Russ Leach. I am a comic book artist from the UK, currently in the final stretch of The Atlantean issue 2. the Atlantean issue 3 will follow straight on. So if you're interested in what we're doing, how it's going on, then you can go find out about that by going to russleach.com and signing up for the email list to find out what's happening with issue 3 as well. But if you've only just come across us, if you're watching this later on, and you fancy taking a look at that, go to fundmycomic.com/The Atlantean 2. The store is open for a week while we finish off those pages and sort out print files. So we will be going to over to Critical Blast, prep for print early next week. Not this week coming, but the week after, around the 14th. So you want to check that out. In the meantime, sign up for the email list over at russleach.com. This artwork like this. And then here you go.
There we are.
Rawr, swords, lizard people.
Looks like
boobies,
trouble.
And
all
other
that kind of
things.
thing. Check it out.
Looks like trouble. Also joining us, Mr. Charles Santino. Charles, please introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Charles Santino. Bon vivant, man about town, gourmet, gourmand, and also the creator of Rammer, the Master Thief in a Future Police State. You can get that on Amazon. #2, also on Amazon. And the cover for the coming #3,
Nice.
Look at that.
not yet on Amazon. It's only in my hand. Here is the fabulous Rammer sticker, the Early Adopters Fan Club. Contact me, and I'll tell you how to get one of those. And since we're doing humor today, I thought I'd change things up a bit. Before Rammer, I did for Marcosia, Danny and Harry, Private Detectives. This is with Walter Brogan. Walter Brogan worked for Cracked for about, 25 years. He was their Mort Drucker, and also Crazy. And these are characters he created, a cat and a seagull, and they are detectives. And there's the one and only 140-page graphic novel, and I'll show you an interior page from it, which I think is spectacular. Walter is, let's see. There we go. Walter is absolutely amazing. This is the bad guy and the femme fatale. It's funny, it's dramatic, it's noir, and Walter did a fantastic job on that. There are free PDFs on both Rammer and Danny and Harry. Contact me for free PDF previews. Danny and Harry is a complete story in the preview.
Cool.
How dare you?
Exactly.
Exactly. Also joining us, Allison, the Alley Cat. Allison, please introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Allison, the Alley Cat. Been away for a little bit, working on stuff. Got my Kickstarter done. Now I'm just procrastinating on sending it in to print. But hey, it'll be out there soon. Also, I'm here just to hang out with these crazy people being the token girl. Right. Got it. Okay. There we go.
All right.
I'm not awake yet.
None of us are here. So
No.
anyway. Especially Joe. Joe's an hour behind us. Joe D. McPhee joins us this morning
Yes,
from the wonderful,
and I'm
wonderful
taking
realm of
time
Chicago.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking time off because I'm actually getting ready for C2E2, where we're about to release issue 5 of Primetime Saturday Night. And I have like a limited supply of something special that we're doing only for C2E2 here. I am a comic book creator, writer. I kind of pose as an artist, so it's like, this is one of my books right here, Amazonia. This is a sketch copy of issue 4 where somebody challenged me to do kind of like a Doctor Doom like character using the main character from Amazonia, Lisa Masters here. If you keep up with me and watch me on From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, you would have saw this last night. I was just getting things together for like sketch covers to have there at C2E2 as well. So I did. That's the front of the Infinity Gauntlet. This is the newer volume of Infinity Gauntlet, and then in the back I did the Mistress Death in both forms.
There you go.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I've been trying to get myself together here, and every so often I always come here and watch Sunday Funnies to get my education here, because we need to go back and review and look at things of yesteryear before we can, make better and greater comic books today, because they led the way. They showed us how storytelling is supposed to be.
Yep.
We seem to forget about a lot of the basics. And that's one of the reasons why I tune in. It's like going back to basics, seeing what works.
Hey,
Understanding what works.
Joe, can you show us a little bit of Amazonia?
This is my kind of like my internal cop drama type stuff here. So, we got interior pages such as that here, trying to get into the more of the the hiatus of everything to that magnitude here, where they're in the middle of investigating why the main villain Tyler Charles, who is like a multifaceted business mogul, is taking so much interest in the town of Angel Falls that all of a sudden it's like things are missing. And now by the time we get to the end of this issue here, I believe that they're about to get ready to start their next experiment here, dealing with Elisa's DNA.
You got our friend Daphne to do a cover, didn't you?
Yes, we have Daphne that has done several covers. I had people like Steph Wilson do several covers here. We got a little bit of everything across the board here. Unfortunately, I don't have those in front of me. Well, actually, I do have the Steph Wilson one. For those who don't know, I do have other books in our arsenal, such as like our Primetime Saturday Night series, which we, went to get some of those graded here. Some of the other cover artists that we have is like Victor Wilkins, who did several covers for Amazonia here. As I mentioned before, we had Self Wilson, and this is one of the rare foil versions that we have here. This is Self Wilson art on Amazonia as well. So there's a lot of different artists that have worked with us, including, some of the more well-known ones, such as Greg Horn, who actually did the cover issue 3 and issue 5 of AWL.
Oh, that looks nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that's
good.
cool. I like that a lot. That's neat.
So, we've been around for quite some time. We've just been kind of like low key. We don't make too much fuss. We just produce books.
I have to say, Angel Falls is a good name for a city, man. Good name.
Mhm.
Sorry, Glenn. Didn't mean to step on you.
No, sorry. I'm just saying low key. Isn't he Thor's brother? See, it wasn't even funny when I thought it.
Yeah, it was a thinker. It was too much of a thinker. You have to think like low key. Oh, I get
Lost
it.
somewhere.
Good try.
Anyway,
today, folks, we are going to Comic Book Plus. And if you haven't been to comicbookplus.com, I totally recommend that you do so. Comic Book Plus has a section on their site that has digital copies of every book that is in public domain, or every book that they know of that they were able to get their hands on that's in public domain. And one of those books is Nuts.
Well then,
Make that bigger.
shows.
Can't you change
No.
the shape?
I can't get rid of that cream background, but I can.
Oh, that's a
enlarge the cover.
bummer.
How's that? Is that better?
I can see it. Yeah, it's
You
good.
can see the title at least. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, here, I can do this if that's what you're looking for. Right there.
yeah,
Does
that's
that
better.
work?
Yeah.
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 Now we get a full shot of it. That's good.
Nuts from Premier Publishing. Let me see here. What the March 1954.
wow.
So it's a parody comic, very much like in the vein of Mad magazine. And in fact, it's an imitation of Mad. In fact, down the side of the spine here, that says that crazy Mad comic.
That's
Yeah,
actually,
this was launched right before the crash.
yeah, literally. Was it 54 was the crash?
54 is when the feces hit the air conditioner.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
With the code authority and the Congress Senate hearings and all that. There's only 5 issues of this.
There's
Get moving.
very,
You're
there's
parked
very
there,
little
plug.
credits. Very little
Yeah.
credits for any of this.
But it's great looking stuff. That's
Yeah.
that's why I
Who's-
pulled it up.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy with the propeller on his head?
It looks like Harvey Kurtzman to me. But I could be wrong.
Well, he's got a Jack Davis shoe anyway.
Oh yeah.
Look at that
V8
shot.
because I
Look
was
at-
hungry.
Look at that copper. He's shot him through the head.
Yeah. He's reading the bank robberies manual.
Yeah.
And if you did that today, it would be a bank robbery for dummies, wouldn't it?
He's near a plug here.
Yeah. Bang. Right
He
through his
looks
Oh,
like
that
he-
is a really bad joke on
Okay.
the hood of that car.
Yeah, because he was
Yeah,
hungry.
because he was hungry.
He was hungry.
That's a horrible pun, but most puns are horrible.
Don't miss the policeman's ball.
What's in the holster, the policeman there?
Yeah, looking at that. Is it? It's not
Is it a donut or something?
It's a sausage
It's sausage.
All right, sausage. Okay.
Yeah.
or a salami. It's a salami.
Oh, yes.
Salami.
Is that a
Salami.
salami in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, yeah.
Is that a salami in your holster? You're just happy to see me. Yeah, that's not innuendo at all.
And the candle,
Salami.
the candles for the headlights.
Yeah. And he's not even standing on the ground there. Look at that. He's kind
And
of
worst
floating
of
Great.
all, that car is parked illegally next to a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As I
And
said,
he's telling him to move over thumbtacks.
yeah. As this guy is eating his loot here.
It looks a little John Severin to me. I don't
Yes.
know.
But there's no credit on this.
There's no
cover.
credits. Yeah. There's another candle in the headlight here in the front. So, yeah. Crazy stuff. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no credit on this for any of it. So, nope. But it is really great stuff. Mad, when it came out through EC Comics, made such an impact that it spawned a bunch of imitators almost immediately.
So when did
And-
Mad first publish then? Before this?
I think it was 51, 52.
Yeah. So this is 54. So,
Yeah.
so they're jumping on the Mad bandwagon then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. this
Anything to
publi-
make money.
This
you know?
publisher lasted for about 2 years. Published Animal Fun, 1 issue. Horror from the Tomb, 1 issue. Masked Ranger, Mysterious Stories, Police Against Crime, and True Love Confessions made it all the way to January of 56. So it probably had a code seal on it. Yes, it did.
It
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah. So not a very successful publisher. They got into it exactly the wrong time.
Yeah.
As
Mitch,
did.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
there we
Hey,
go.
what's up?
Mitch,
Got
good to
Mitch.
see you.
Looks like
Oh,
on a
good to see you
show
guys, too.
floor.
Look at us
you
for
got
the
it.
massive
live.
panel.
Yeah, I'm live here from SC Comic Con. So
Yeah, you've got a
Yeah.
bit of background noise on you too, so it must be a busy show today. I'm gonna
no, the
blow you
place
up
hadn't
here,
even
plug.
opened yet.
There you are.
Oh, the place hadn't even opened yet. It's just us.
All right.
Yeah, since there's background noise, I might just mute until I have to say something.
Yeah, I think that would be best. Good thinking. There we go. Glad to have you aboard, Mitch.
There goes the show.
I sincerely hope there's more people watching than on the panel.
I think I agree.
Let me get back to where we were here.
This is all my fault. I brought everybody in. Haven't been
Oh,
here
no,
for
I was-
months, and everybody shows up. So
Always happy to have more folks along. Just adds to the conversation. Here we go. Kill these germs. Save your hair. Too late for me.
Yeah, too late.
Germs
Save
did
your-
it?
Yeah.
Is that what
those,
I've...
those
God.
pesky germs.
There was me. I was washing my head all the time. How did I miss those germs?
Well, see, you could kill them with Ward's formula. It says so right there.
Oh, that's what I didn't do.
It's that micro whatever.
oh, what's that made with pure snake oil?
Dots. Yeah, pretty much. Enjoy these benefits immediately. Kills these 4 types of germs that retard normal hair growth on contact. Removes ugly infectious dandruff fast.
See, actually, that statement is true, isn't it? Nothing, absolutely nothing known to science can do more, and that's true
Yeah,
because it doesn't. It can't.
you can't.
So it's true. So you can trust these guys.
It is snake oil.
Send them your money. Mind you, 1954. Even I wasn't around then.
And most of all, it starts a wonderful self-massaging action within 3 seconds.
Ooh.
Very
That's all
weird.
the germs massaging your head.
That's all. Yeah,
All them
that's
dying.
them all running off.
Does it lubricate?
It's only $2. I bet it does. Premier Magazine, Johnson Street, Wellington, Delaware. So
Not known as a publishing hub.
no. Here we go.
Well, it is Delaware.
There you go. Home cooking. Oops. Sorry.
Those 2 faces there look like Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, didn't they?
We have a few guys there in the front playing dice.
Yeah, the credit here is with a question mark. Somebody named Gerald Altman with a question mark for the pencils.
Rocks. Who's crazy, monkey or people? Nothing stewing here. That's the little monkey there looking in a pail. Man, this story really boils.
So I'm gathering that this is a movie set more so than them being in the jungle, because I'm just looking at all the different cameras, the wannabe car that's sitting there, and then the so-called projector. It looks like.
There's a 360 camera there.
Hey, it's a 36D camera.
36D. Oh, 36D camera. Aimed at the girl there. Yeah.
I feel strangely called out.
Africa, land of mystery and enchantment and thrills. Now we join the overseas company of that famous movie studio, 19th Century Locks, as they head into a darkest Africa to film that immortal classic, Mother Wore a Pith Helmet.
Taking the pith, aren't they?
You heard it, Pickaxe. She admits it. I hired her to be the leading lady. Well, what else? So what else are we waiting for?
If this guy is Gerald Altman, if he's actually the guy that penciled this, he did some work for Marvel or Atlas in the 50s and some other publishers, if it's the same guy.
This guy's carrying a pitchfork.
African Queen Sports Live. That's what it said. That t-shirt says.
They love that word. They love that word salami. There it is again.
Africo Dragnet. Obviously, salami is funny then. Yeah. King
Apparently so.
Salami's Bar and Grill. Yeah. Treetops for Lent.
Hey, Glenn, how's the lettering?
It's pretty good. It's okay.
All done by hand. Here, yes, darling, beating, throbbing, pulsating drums. Gad, I can't stand it. I'm going mad.
It's better than the artwork.
Can't get past that reference on the first page.
No.
So, yeah, we're not copying them at all. Anyway,
Boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom, boom.
Now it's going all Archie like.
can't take it. Westerns, yeah, okay. Indian drums, I don't mind. But these confound African drums are driving me mad nuts. Coming closer, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm so terribly afraid. Terribly, terribly afraid. Ah, shut up. Yeah, I just figured.
Where's his tongue coming from?
From the top of his teeth, from out of his gum there.
That's
Yeah.
very strange, isn't it?
It is. There's your dopey drums.
Has he got a mini skirt on?
Boom, click. Just shorts.
Yeah,
Like,
it,
go ahead.
it can look like a skirt though, only with the line going up the middle.
Yeah. Looks like he's got to go pee.
Mm-hmm.
That night, Gregory Pickaxe, who is madly in love with Ava, sees something which sets his brain to pounding.
Why did they cut off the sign here? It's like danger. It's almost like they're about to say, have a joke there, danger off limit or something like that.
Yeah. Can't resist you. The only reason I joined this expedition, the 50 grand per week tax-free, means nothing to me. Tonight I will ask you to wed before that fat goof Orson Bells beats me to it. Orson Bells must be in this. Ava, darling. It's Gregory. Sorry, folks. We're looking at a book from the 1950s, so you're going to run into all of the stereotypes of the day coming in.
And this is before Star Trek.
Smack.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care what the world thinks, as long as I have you. Splat.
Oof.
She beating him over his head with her Oscar or what?
Yeah, that's
looks like-
not, it's some type of man on a pedestal.
Does
Ava
he have
loves Ava.
Does he have a long back or short legs? I'm not sure.
Probably a
Yeah.
little of both.
Yeah,
little
they,
of both.
they couldn't make the statue look just like the Academy Award Oscar because that's trademarked.
So they put a hat on him.
Yeah. Dig me, daddy.
That's kind of
Like
a
to a
weird
million.
sound effect for getting hit by like a trophy.
Splat. Yeah.
It should have been a thunk, shouldn't it, or something?
Unless they were doing some real damage there, and well, the brain it went right through and hit the brain or something.
I was gonna say, not if your brain's already mush. Yeah. Early the next morning, his filming of the great epic gets underway.
Dig me, daddy, 8 to a million.
8 to a million. Yeah. It's probably a reference to a song back in the day. This was it. Drama, action, heartthrobs, realism. Just like modern comics.
The girl in that panel looks like what's his name who drew for Mad in the early days.
Bill Elder.
Who became yeah, very much like Bill Elder.
I thought she reminded me of Jane Russell.
Yeah.
Help, oh help.
Realism, right?
I love how the guy in the gorilla suit is drawn like a guy in a gorilla suit.
Yep. That's so good. All the realism.
Exactly right. Snap. Plop.
No, he's got long
Plop,
legs
pull,
and a short
pull.
body.
Yeah.
That's not plop, that's pull up.
Pull up. Pull up. Humph. Take that and that and that.
Danger,
and these.
very muddy.
Yeah.
Don't say quicksand, just say muddy.
Very muddy. Kind of reminds me in
She
spots of
just
Frank
straight kicked the
Robbins.
mud off of him.
Yeah, she did. Kicked it right off him. No. You were great, but this dumb ape ruined my scene. Paying you to act like a ferocious ape. Now give me that suit. And I, Orson Welles, so show you how. No, Livingston did not live here.
Now, you know what Mad Magazine did that this approach is not doing? Mad Magazine actually made fun of the subject matter. This is just telling a silly story within the context of a movie production.
Right?
It's not really making fun of the movies.
Yeah, but Mad was satire and comedy.
Yeah.
This is just slapstick.
Slapstick, exactly.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with, but it's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it?
You're gonna swim back to Hollywood.
It really gives him the pimp hand. Pow.
Yeah. That's a kablam. Kablam. Turns out he was a real ape.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I lost Orson.
We've seen that in the Three Stooges a few times,
Yeah.
where a real ape shows up.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And the ape's actually talking a mathematical formula there.
Strange shape, isn't he, running away now? He's had a long body, long legs, and now he's got some sort of strange bottom and waist.
Very, very bizarre shape.
Little monkey here. What crazy people. Just in time for Starzan. Come swinging in.
Why did his upper body all of a sudden look like it got swole?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden I got muscles for I could run, but my legs didn't catch up to the rest of me.
The monkey looks like a combination of cat and rat.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Look at that tail. Oh, hoo-ha. Ouch. Me Starzan. What for you hit my ape? What for? And Mad, it was Melvin of the Apes. Yeah. Look, Buster. Hey, you get fresh with me and I'll see a pal of mine back in Hollywood. You'll never make another picture.
He's still thinking that he's talking to actors. Okay. But I guess that's the plot of the story. It's like
that's the joke, yes.
Oh, there was a joke?
Oh,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, everything that he's been touching and hitting and screaming at, we're not actors.
How many issues of this magazine came out?
5.
5.
5.
One's
Lasted a long time then.
Yeah. Barely a year.
Almost a year because it was bi-monthly.
Yeah. Look at that kick up the backside there. That's an odd
Kick in the back. Yeah. We sorry, Starzan. You tried to make a monkey out of me. Yeah. Wham.
I don't
There it
get
is.
the Africo Dragnut gag.
That's got to be a reference
must
to a
be a
song.
song,
somewhere.
Yeah.
10 days later, it's the elephant graveyard. We're rich. We're rich. Kiss me, darling. Youch. Poked him in the eye. Should be a boink there. Boink. Rich me eye. How are we going to sell cemetery plots to elephants?
That line doesn't make any sense, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
Oh, I found the elephant graveyard.
Oh,
And now
okay.
they're rich. They're rich. And she goes, how are we gonna, how are we gonna sell
Okay, now
cemetery plots to
that make now it's beginning to make sense here. Oh, we found ivory. We got ivory tussle. We got ivory. We can sell that. And now here comes a stampede of elephants out of nowhere.
Jungle, we're crushing everything we see. Da da da.
1,000 elephants,
Tramp,
but
tramp,
we're only
tramp
going to
along the
draw
jungle,
5.
Crushing everything we see. Da da da.
very strange looking elephants.
Yeah. Looks like a pantomime elephant.
Yeah.
With it, well, it almost looked like multiple tusks there too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're not real elephants.
It reminds me of
Oh no.
cow phone.
The monkey rats don't like the noise though.
Are pantomime animals still a big thing in the UK?
They never were.
No.
Only if you marry one.
Hmm.
That was a half bell, not a full one.
Yeah, and most of them run the government.
There we are.
That's fair.
2 bells for that one. Hey, Orson, fat boy, what's so funny?
Oh god, it's supposed to be Orson Welles.
Yeah. Someone get injured? Yeah. Oh, he. Ha, oh, ha. He. The camera, it wasn't loaded. I forgot to put film in it. We got to shoot that same scene over. That's a crack of
Over
bam.
my dead body, we shoot that scene. Over my dead body, we shoot that scene. Maybe we ought to just shoot you. And she wrecks the camera. She just mean with hitting people over the head. Took the camera and just hit them inside the head. It's like, wow, that's just murder.
Pokes people's eyes out.
Oogle boogle. Oogle boogle. Oogle oogle boog.
Me Mugambu.
And there's the
Sorry,
African
folks.
dragknot again.
That's got to
Yeah.
be a reference.
These guys here.
What's he got a top hat on? for?
Terrible.
He's got a top
is it-
on. He's got
He's a
King
voodoo
Pharaoh.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He got a
Another
catcher's mask
misapprehension.
on.
Mugambu is the guardian of Elephant's graveyard. You in bad shape, Orson Bells. They got bones to pick with you, pal. Your bones. Cannibals, help.
We got a Yogi Ferrera with a catcher's mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at a picture of Orson Welles from 1954. He's a little heavy, but not nearly as big as he got.
yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did get very big, but yeah.
Jungle's part there, and it's all
Humpty
his glory. He's
go-kart.
still tugging along. The African Jack is Humphrey go-kart. Humphrey go-kart. We're
Should have
saying,
been, it should have been the African king, shouldn't it?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
African Jack.
Do you know what the best part of this is? Is the how to register color.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? Great stuff.
Makes it look real.
Okay, ladies, say Magambo is it sure is in these old jungles, ain't it? What? They obviously they had a word here that they whited out and never put back in.
Then they've also got Catherine Hepburn, haven't they? Catty Het Bar and No Grill.
Yeah, Hep bar and no grill. Oh, Humpty, can't leave us to die. Yes, I can, lady, because I'm Humpty go-kart, and I'm one tough guy. See you around, lady. Don't worry, Magambu's a very good cook.
Speaking of Humpty Go-Kart, am I the only person in the world who's never seen Casablanca?
I've never seen it.
Oh, man, how can you have not seen Casablanca?
I've seen the clips.
Yeah, I've not seen it because Humpty Go-Kart's in it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, man.
He's just a drunk, isn't he? I don't.
What's the matter, Sam? Don't you like me?
I just saw it for the first time recently, and I'm sorry to say I found it to be highly overrated.
Oh, wow.
What movie?
I'll tell you what I found to be
Casablanca.
what I found to be overrated, seeing as we're talking about Orson Bells, was Citizen Kane.
Can't agree with you there.
I think both films are amazing.
Mate, if there's no aliens, large explosions, or karate fights in it, I'm not interested.
There we are.
How can you close me up? On what ground? I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here. You're winning, sir. Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Oh, thank you very much.
From here to obscurity. You got that right.
Well, you know what they say. There's some great films out there, and
doing you
everybody
in
has
all.
taste.
Wow.
I'm too young to
Not
die, and I'm
everybody
too
has
handsome.
From
But I
here
know-
to obscurity. Oh my goodness. They just they're playing around loose and fast with jokes that don't really tie too well together for what they're trying to do.
Somebody caught that right before it went to print too and scrawled that on the pot.
From here to obscurity.
Yeah. Dinner special. One fat soul, one handsome.
They didn't know how prophetic they were. Yeah, I thought you could.
Is that guy bottom left on the last panel? Is he the missionary guy? It looks like
Okay.
it looks like a priest, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Last I saw them, they were mad. In fact,
Gregory
they were boiling.
Pickaxe. So Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
Gregory Pecker.
That's
Gamble
what they
Gardner.
should have used here.
Have your 3D film finished and on schedule, and send around all the other local missionaries. Yeah, she's counting her money.
All right. Next.
All right. Yeah.
She went in business with Magumbo. Oh wow, that's just messed up.
Gain more weight in 10 days or your money back. Look at Skinny. I wouldn't be seen with him. Ah.
Oh dear.
Just to eat donuts.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, don't send them $1 for this stuff. Just buy a donut.
Just buy lots of donuts.
That's what it is. You get a little card in the mail that says eat more donuts.
Exactly what
Donuts.
it is.
I like how weight is not spelled correctly, so they're not liable for anything. The more weight plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. More weight plan. Puts firm, attractive pounds and inches on your body, chest, arms, and legs. Not to mention that spare tire. Sensational 10-day test.
Don't want Skinny on our team.
Yeah.
No one ever said ever.
It's always the fat
The
kid that
days
got
and
picked last.
ages we've gone through. It's like back then we don't want skinny. Now we don't want overweight.
Yeah.
What's that? 318 Market Street in Newark right now.
Yep.
318 Market Street, Newark. There it is. Let's see. Oh, it's a warehouse.
There you go. Little Abernathy. Poor lazy May. She's 100% gone, and the most handsome hillbilly and all dig patch instead of dog patch.
Mhm.
And that lad is none other than little Abernathy. Little Abernathy didn't care about nothing except a small house, which was just outside the bigger house where his mammy and pappy lived. We joined little Abernathy as he is busy painting his precious little house.
This is possibly drawn by Bill Fracchio. Possibly.
Possibly.
So he lives in an outhouse. Okay.
He loves his little outhouse.
That's the gag.
She's about
guy-
to get squashed.
What's the umbrella man doing there in the distance?
He's just floating down.
Dying.
Selling umbrellas.
Yeah.
Dropping into Dealey Plaza, is he?
Appears to me like that big old boulder coming down yonder hill might make a big splash on Lady May's head, little Abernathy, y'all.
God.
There's a
Shame.
nuclear explosion coming out of his pipe.
Mountain Dew. If you
Yeah.
don't love, if you do, you'll love Mountain Dew.
If you
Oh
do,
my goodness, that's
you'll
just a
love
bad
Mountain Dew.
advertisement.
yeah.
It's, they really don't care who they offend, do they?
Nope.
Gang,
Wait, what
gang
was
weight.
there that just said gang? Oh, the snail.
Yeah, it's a little snail. Is that Muscovy? Muscoy. 300,000 miles that way. Well, shut my big old mouth. that old boulder's heading down plumb for your house, little Abernathy. Huh? Lucky for me, somebody done warned me. It's a naked baby there crying in a hat.
He's suddenly turned into a Beano character, hasn't he, Russ, with them shoes?
Yeah. Very weird. He looks
I like-
a bit desperate Danish.
Yeah.
I like that sign, wash face when leaving. What was going on in that outhouse?
Yeah, really.
Oh, dear.
I saved her.
She's still getting hit by half a boulder. No.
Right. Hell, I'm being plumb crushed dead. Get this rock off my hide.
Nice read, Randy.
Dead.
Dead.
Dead. Little Abernathy, help. I'm being plumb crushed dead by this big rock off in my hide. Oh, shucks, lazy me. I sure would admire to help you, but I gotta paint.
Imagine if Wally would have drawn this.
Yeah,
Completely
great
different.
arse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be completely redrawn.
Yeah.
Great calves too, I'm sure.
Yeah, wonderful
Yeah.
calves. Yeah.
Later, little Abernathy, how can you be so mean to me? You never even helped shove that old rock off me. Lazy May, if you don't stop making so much noise, I ain't gonna let you watch me paint.
She's like a
Oh, he's just so generous.
pre Ellie Mae Clampett, isn't she, this girl?
It's a takeoff of Little Abner.
Right.
Yeah. You big shiftless hound dog. I don't. That dog should be AW, DAWG.
Yeah.
I don't know why I loves you like I do, but I sure do. Humph. That does it.
They should get that little girl saying that. You shiftless hound dog. I want the hound dog. You know,
Yeah.
that little girl.
Dog.
Pet that dog.
Gonna pet that dog.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
There's a little madam if there ever was one.
She
I'll
won't
pet
pet
That's
that
what we
dog.
call Darwinism in action.
There you
Yes,
go.
yes, it is. Let her pet the dog.
You know what happens next? This is a 50s comic. Pow.
Oh,
No hard feelings, Lazy May, but you just made me spill some paint. Boy, it sure enough is pretty. Reckon is how it's the best looking old house and dig patch.
We have Captain Caveman coming up behind him.
It is. Either that or the heap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now's my chance to put a knot on his head and run off with Lazy May.
it's cousin, isn't it?
A lot of people getting bit here. And look at
Oh,
the
he just-
whitewash here coming out and
Yeah.
spilling onto the next
Just
panel.
knocked her out.
Yeah, he did. Knocked her plumb out.
Like crack.
And there's that little baby again. Down there. Whoops.
Yeah, what's
Was
that
down there.
about? Thar.
Him down there.
If it wasn't for the effect that he actually made contact, that panel looks like he missed the punch. he literally
Yeah.
missed it.
Her eyes are still open.
Right, that's what I say. She's like, looking back, like, "Oh, you whiffed." If it wasn't for that hit effect, it'd be like, "Oh, he missed."
He's got a little paint on his face, little flesh colored paint right there.
Well, that's
Right
her
underneath
kiss.
his mouth.
That's
Oh,
her kiss from the
yeah,
previous
that's right.
panel.
Yeah, it should be red. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, she did smack him, so he smacked her back.
The Grand
Wow,
Database.
decades before Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Just
The
be
Grand
here, I get
Database
you
says
there.
A Marilyn Monroe panel in here somewhere.
Huh.
What is up with hitting people upside the head and going splat?
Well, slapstick's real big back. It's Three Stooges type humor is real big.
And Little Abner had a lot of that.
I'm aiming to steal your gal, Lazy May. You all crazy or something? Something. Y'all crazy or something? No hanging unless you have a permit. Says, don't take on so hairless mole. You don't have to run. I ain't aiming to chase you none. Shut up your mouth, gal. He is all heading for the hills. Help.
This is painful.
It is. Here comes Granny. Well, Abernathy, don't y'all see? That no good hairless mole run off with your gal, Lazy May? Go fetch her back. Nope, I gotta paint my house.
Oh, this
Beware
guy's an idiot.
Beware of pickpockets. Reckon as how I got a tan your stupid hide, boy. Take it easy, Mammy. Mammy Hokum. Little Abernathy's my
Took
boy,
him
too.
clean off his feet too.
Who's going to do spring plowing if he gets injured up? Bring back your gal, Lazy May, unless you all is a looking for another skull buster. I'll go fetch her on one condition, Mammy. If and I brings her back, she's got to help me paint my house.
It's like Aunt May, that person.
Yeah.
No,
Aunt May when
more
she
like
was
Daisy May
she was
Clampett.
45.
Yeah. Condition smission. Bring that gal back, or I'll burn down that old house. Ouch. Don't do that, Mammy. I'll fetch your back and put knots all over that shiftless, no good, hairless mole. Clippity clop. There's a little wagon moving up the hill back here. That must be that chuck wagon for
It's pulling
dog
it's
food.
pulling the train, isn't it? Chain
He is. He is pulling
Yes.
a train.
must have broken down.
Who knows?
4 horsepower.
Yeah. There he is at his tree house. I aims to bring Ellie Mae back to Dig Patch. Ain't nobody here, dopey little Abernathy. Ski-daddle. Back to a simple-looking old house before I tear it down.
No
No
barbers allowed.
barbers
Wow. I finally caught that.
So Hairless Mo is hiding behind that curtain. Ain't nobody got feet that big except in him. It's obviously Ellie again. Yeah. Yuck. Now there, you rascal Hairless Mo. Thought I wouldn't know it was you, eh?
Oh, is it again?
Don't drive without a car. These jokes are just not hitting.
No.
There was a hairless Joe in Little Abner,
Yeah.
and he was hairy.
There's the
Yuck.
there it is. So that solves everything.
Yes. Now it's hysterically funny.
Put a knot on Lazy May's head. I'd have known she's the only one in Dog Patch with feet that size. Oh, yeah. He has a problem with feet. Got a little surprise for your catch. Much obliged, Hairless Mo. Lower away. Here comes a rock. Little Abernathy from Friday.
Don't
Don't
open until
open
Friday
till
the
Friday
13th.
Folks got old Hairless Mo figured out plump wrong. Maybe it's a big batch of paint for my peachy house. Here it comes. His peachy house. It's an anvil.
Plot.
Mighty nice Hairless Mo. Wonder why I thought I wanted an anvil. That's the next time before we show a book. I need to sit and read it. I just thought it looked really good.
I like that panel with that close up. That's nicely drawn and colored, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing in this entire book so far.
Yeah.
You could just switch it to mad quickly and nobody will notice.
No one will notice.
Yeah, they would.
At least we'd notice. We'd notice, but nobody'd say anything.
Nobody mind.
Huge quality leap. Save me, little Abernathy, save me.
One handing a anvil.
Yeah.
Finally, we got a good sound effect for getting hit in the head. Correct.
Caraka.
I tell you what, it must be strong to pick that up and throw it like that.
Yeah, little Abner was strong. Little Abernathy, you done and saved me, all because you loves me. Yeah.
Go back to that word. Go back to that word. Loves. Loves me.
Loves me.
Okay. It looked like there's an apostrophe. Does it look
Yeah.
like there's an apostrophe in there?
Yeah.
Oh, it does, kind of. That's just a flaw in the printing.
I don't know. The jokes must have fallen out of this copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's in there somewhere. I can't find him through all these whiskers. He's hurt bad. Reckon I gotta give hairless Mo his first shaven haircut. Oh, no, it can't be. It ain't fair. Shut up. My big old plum yonder mouth.
Mouth.
Oh, y'all shut my big old plum yonder mouth.
That's authentic Southern right there.
If you cut your throat, drop
Not
dead.
bad.
Do we have to put this through Google
These jokes are
Translate?
just not hitting
Probably.
right. They're just not hitting
At all,
goodness,
actually.
cringy.
Yeah. Because you was a girl. A real live beautiful girl. Now you know, honey bunch, old Abernathy. My name ain't Mo, it's Flo.
Now it's kind of making sense. They went through all of that for a joke that really doesn't hit all that well because she was stealing May because she likes Abernathy.
Yeah, she's leaving and going to Hollywood.
There
we are.
There's the Marilyn.
Yeah, she's changed her name to Marilyn. So there you go.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's how Marilyn Monroe was created. It's an origin story.
Yeah, there we are. Little
That's
Abernathy and Flo got hit.
Quite interesting as well. Sort of 6 or 7 years before the fact. Why she gone and took the president's name? Think about it.
Ooh.
We hardly looking. Lazy May no more. She done changed her name to Marilyn Hay. Marilyn Hay. She can't do that. She done gone and took the president's name.
Oh, God.
No, Luke. He ain't president no more. Ain't you heard? Coolidge is the new one. Gee, I feel sorry for Lazy May, or I means Marilyn. She's going to catch her death of pneumonia. Reckon she's too poor to buy clothes. That might be the funniest joke in there.
It's made us laugh.
Yeah.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, pneumonia.
Look in the background. The little guys are painting more outhouses.
Yeah.
Well, this is a riot, isn't it?
He's about due to add another wing to the White House, Flo. Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Well, at least he was making fun of a specific piece of entertainment.
Yeah. Knucklehead Nelson. A couple pages of text feature in order to make the postage guy happy.
Yep. Second class postage, yep.
So leather like an expert. Only $1.50.
Wow.
Here's the handiest tool you'll ever own.
I've always wanted to sew leather like
what kind of demand could there possibly have been for such an item?
Especially in a comic book.
It's small cost. The Speedy Stitcher automatic awl sews a lock stitch like a machine.
So whoever was publishing this basically had a friend who had this business making these things, and it's like, yeah, I'll publish this.
Yeah, or they had an ad page to fill that they couldn't sell.
Yeah.
So they said to one of their customers, "You got something you can put on this page?" "Oh yeah, we got this warehouse full of these ridiculous leather sewers, and we can't get rid of them.
We'll call them a Speedy Stitcher. We'll make a mint." Yeah, they don't even have a coupon there, just an address. Department NU5S.
Nuts.
In New York City.
Maybe it's a parody ad.
I don't think so. It's got a real address.
Yeah. Crazy. It's the other half of the story there now. Meanwhile, here's Scarface. Joe Brown, public enemy #1. This kid started out life straight. He was a good kid, but he got mixed up.
We got real credits.
And he was crazy. Joe Brown was a crazy, mixed up kid. It all started when his dad, Mophead Brown, put sawdust in Joe's pablum. How was Joe Brown to know? He put the blame on name's Brown, his poor old mother. Joe threw her down 8 flights of stairs when he
It was
was
turned into true crime.
3 months old. Now we can bring you bumpa Scarface, Joe Brown, public enemy number 1.
We got Joe Brown in the UK. He used to sing in the 50s.
Yeah. I remember the 8th I am.
You said that.
Yeah, I am.
I thought that was Herman's Hermits.
No.
Oh,
Same
Holly-
spiky haircut, but no.
We got a signature. We got
Hollingsworth.
Alvin Hollingsworth and Ben Sargent, pencils and inks.
oh.
Actual credits.
Yep.
I don't know if they wanted them.
Yeah.
It's not really.
We're going to give you credit whether you want it
Oh,
or
he
not.
does have a scar on his face. Okay.
Look at this little mobster down here in the corner.
I like the sun up.
Coming in and see what you say.
Like
He's
the
got a
sun or the
stiff
moon
lower
in the
lip.
upper panel.
Yeah.
The sun, the moon,
top,
and
the
like
top panel looking,
I
peeking
thought that
over.
was
It's like,
funny.
what you guys doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, right
sun-
up there.
I love
What
that.
you guys doing?
Yeah.
I so used to make stupid drawings like that when I was a kid.
Crime Square. Yeah. Peace in the shade.
Yeah, Crime Alley was taken.
The coast is clear. You're a mastermind criminal. Thanks. Nothing's too good for me, boys. When we knock this one over, we're all taking a vacation. Inspector Hector of homicide is getting too tough to handle. There's hot stuff in that bin. It says so right there.
Just for clarity there, Joe Brown and Herman's Hermit sang I Am Henry VIII, I Am. So you were both right.
There we
It
are.
was that good a bloody song, eh?
It was that
There we
good.
are.
It was that good that Joe Brown did it, and then Herman's Hermits did it 3 years late. 3 years later, and
They-
the song,
yeah.
the song is from 1910,
Wow.
from a British music hall song by Fred Murray and R.P. Weston.
That explains the silliness of the song. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Steady
There you
men,
go.
don't lose your
See,
head.
folks, you
Brown.
get great education on this show.
There we are.
Whether you want it or not.
You don't get many laughs, but you get a good education.
Even though this is a funny book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blind. I did it. Okay, you guys, who's the toughest guy now? You guys? Oh, y'all. Yeah. Smacking a blind guy. That's not very nice of him.
Coming out from the sewer, smacking a blind guy.
Suddenly, here's Fearless Fosdick again. Al Cap's parody of Dick Tracy, which shows a parody of a parody never really works. Hold it. This has something going amiss. Golly, Scarface Joe Brown, I caught you red-handed this time. Don't shoot, I'm innocent. Help, Inspector. Well, they can't all be winners.
The blue boy.
Yeah, the blue
The
boy.
cop, the officer, the blue boy.
I'll tell the dopey commissioner you tried to get away.
Really, being cornered, you're going to say dead end and end of the line. Really,
Yeah, bang, bang, bang. I like the holes in his jacket.
Yeah. He, especially the bad guy saying you made an egregious error. Did you hear Scarface? Cork off. Oh, what is Flartio?
Flautio, yeah.
I told you, commit a crime and the world is made of glass. What?
Did that guy run into the wall?
I don't know.
That nose. Like he's running to the wall.
Oh, yeah, it does. A little flat part there. He's trying to imitate Fearless Fosdick, which imitated Dick Tracy.
Mitch is
Yeah.
hanging out in the back room.
Oh, sorry, Mitch. I don't see him. There he is. He keeps popping in and out.
Mm.
There he is, Mitch. Sorry.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry about that. My headphones died, and apparently StreamYard on the phone doesn't work without headphones. So,
Yeah. Wow.
That's aggravating.
yeah. But what was that?
I said that's aggravating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's pop back to here. It's that Starzan again.
Yeah. It's either that or cool. It's cool. It's an early cool.
It's a swarm of angry, enraged people. You goof, you crazy or something. You ruined my big hold-up scene. Yeah. With the actors you killed. Now I gotta hire all new ones. There's that monkey again.
Mm-hmm.
That
Nice
girl
dog,
looks like
though.
she's kicking that guy in the back, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Oof.
And I didn't get to kill Scarface. It's just a movie scene. Here, this is able. This is liable to cost me my badge.
Liable to cost you your badge.
Yeah.
It's almost like you never had a badge.
Stripping you of your rank, Hector. You're done, through, finished. Yeah.
Doesn't he look happy about it as well?
Just 7 minutes.
You know
before
what?
I'd been put on pension. Give me one more chance, please, Commissioner. I'll work hard. I'll go to night school, Sob. No. Stop it. Never could stand to see your inspector cry. Just going to keep moving along here. Give me back my precious badge. Another smack.
Patent pending. Pat pending.
Pat pending.
Use no hooks.
Use no hooks.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, oh God.
Stuffed with mouse hair. There. Wow.
And the legs is like wow to the legs. So we know that somebody's a leg man.
It ain't your face that sends me, Scarface. It's because you're so rough and tough. Go ahead, Mitch.
Oh, I was about to say, is anyone even a leg man anymore?
I'm sure that some.
Oh yeah, I like a combination.
All right, you mugs, we're all set. Tonight we crack the mint. We'll split the take even up. Everyone gets 500 pounds of money. Wait till I check my equipment. Huh. Okay, boys, it still
23 Skidoo.
works.
The vehicle name.
Yeah. Big Tony.
Oh, spearmint as in spearmint. Okay.
God.
These jokes are really not hitting as good as they can be.
Oh, they're not hitting at all. And I've been seeing you someplace before. Reckon you have, Sheriff. I'm Gene Audrey, the cowboy star. Beat it, kid. Wow. Favorite son, yours, stuff. Daddy of mine. Spearmint.
Mm-hmm.
What's he done with his leg?
He's pulling it up. It's a bar-covered cell up. Sing Sing sits. That
Like he's
bald
pulling
headed
it off.
Daddy of mine. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go, Gene Audrey. We got a plum play a benefit show for the night workers in the mint. Shucks, I plumb forgot. See you around, Sheriff. Yep.
Okay, Gene, don't take no wooden nickels. Oh, God.
Yeah. It's an old expression.
Hem this up.
Yeah. Fire. Biggest
Bertha.
Right then.
He's all red except for the Band-Aid on his nose there. It's funny.
I would have changed biggest Bertha to like a large Marge.
Yeah.
Oh, Marge sent you.
Ask for an autograph.
Look at that.
He said he writes his name and then crosses it out. Yeah. Now, Sheriff, all my life I've wanted to get a hold of a genuine sheriff's gun. Reckon I could see yoursen. I'd be
There's
proud to
an
have
inappropriate joke that is there on panel 4, but we just let it be because it's innocent.
the little wow here.
Yeah, but look where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a skirt.
Yeah.
Why can you see that?
Yeah.
It's pre-code. That's how I guess.
Pre-code.
He's
It's
right
like
with you, Molly.
It's like
Yeah.
Dr. Wordham said, there are pictures within pictures for kids who know where to look.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's getting smacked around. Best fingers. Here's some more sandpaper. Ready, gentlemen, stand back. I'll have this can open in a jiffy. Give me a match. Why
That
can't
last
you
panel's fresh out of the Mo and what they called
Three Stooges?
Three Stooges. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that show was really funny, wasn't it?
Look at
Yeah,
this
My dad
silly
loved it.
arm.
It depends on what era of Three Stooges and who was doing the writing.
Yeah, that's it.
Completely agree with that.
Kaboom. Some explosion, eh, Sky? Got tired opening
Sandstones.
cans with me fingers. I'm learning how to use nitro. Maybe someday they'll call me Soupy. Ha, oh, ho, ha, ha, ha.
Oh,
Right.
wow, wow.
Hard to crack.
I think
Mm.
so. So long, Soupy fingers.
Finger.
Ah, we're gonna get this can open, Scarface Joe. There must be
$130 million in it.
in it. You expect me to rip it open with my bare hands? Just open it like it was nothing, you sap. This guy with his hat.
It wasn't locked.
You were being hijacked. Was that guy inside your vault? Inspector Hector of Homicide, disguised as a bank bag. Oh, no.
That's just so wrong.
Oh,
So wrong in so many different ways.
And the bullet has gone through his head and through her as well. Look.
yeah. It's a mighty big bullet there.
Yeah. Well, it's,
Yeah. Oh,
well, at least they were humane. You don't see a hole going through her. They could pretty much say that she got missed.
you ain't no Gene Aubry. You're famous, boy. Gonna give you Christmas morning off as a reward. Scarface and Molly will swing for this. I'm not worthy of it. Still wow on her skirt.
Yeah.
Just a minute, governor. I'm not really Molly the Mall. I'm Scotty Egan of Scotland Yard in disguise. Great Scott. Said,
Right.
yes, sir. It's true. We've checked every word of Scotty Egan's statement, and I, Commissioner, am not really Scarface. I am J. Eddie Hooper, head of the FBI in peace and war.
Oh, gosh.
Then who is Inspector Hector? All right, you guys. You think you got me? Got me, eh? You ain't, see? I'm cracking out of here. Don't nobody make a move when I go out that door, because I'm mean and vicious and smart. Yeah. Oh, my God. Sorry, folks. Do something, J. Eddie. Don't worry. The FBI will get Scarface Joe Brown. Thought it was Judge Joe Brown. Anyway. And you smile at a time like this, Eddie. Man just knows something. Tell us, Eddie, what do you know? I know Scarface Joe Brown, public enemy #1, fell for a very old and clever FBI trap known as moving door caper. Open that door and look out. Ha. Shoot, it was a fake door. 20 doors, 20 floors he fell.
Oh dear.
Hardly noticed the extra door in my office. You're
Back
a
when the
kid.
FBI could just, execute people at will.
Yeah. And there he is, deep in the concrete there. All you
Wait,
see is
can't?
there ain't no justice.
There ain't.
There ain't. Ah. Okay, now we get a sensational results reported on curbing pimples, blackhead, acne, and other externally caused skin blemishes. Clinical tests show 100% success. Get a card in the mail that just says pinch him.
They couldn't say it if it wasn't
Pop 'em.
true.
Just
Yeah,
pop
pop 'em.
'em.
That nurse is very happy.
That's because she's holding the guarantee.
Yeah, it looks like she got popped last night.
Act now to the same warehouse in New York, New York. Yeah, no. Where's it going? Department 5012X.
19 West 44th
14th.
Street.
44th Street, yeah. It's probably still a pimple removement factory.
I'm looking at that address right now.
Another warehouse.
No, it's an apartment building.
Oh, there you go. Somebody working out of their house.
Rather nice apartment building.
Marvin's Monster.
Now, this story was actually reprinted in Fantagraphics collection, The Sincerest Form of Parody, the best 1950s mad-inspired satirical comics.
I never knew that book even existed. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yep. And this is by Hy Fleischman.
That doesn't sound like a real name.
Well, got a lot of credits.
Oh, cool. Well, that's good. Snap, crackle, and pop there in the background. Really reminds me of Bill Elder. Some of the ink work here. Got a little worm here with a question mark. Dragging a corpse. Marvin was a mad scientist. He was mad at everybody, even himself. It got so he couldn't sleep nights. He was tired, run down, listless, out of sorts. And then he tried making monsters. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that Marvin still feels run down, listless, out of sorts. What does all this mean? If you feel the way Marvin does, don't try making horrible monsters.
That's the first appearance of a minion.
Yeah, really. Look at that eye.
That bit you've just read out needs an eerie head, doesn't it? The guy in the eerie, what's he called? The guy who introduces the story.
Cousin Erie.
Yeah.
It needs his head there.
Yeah, it does. Or the old witch.
Yeah.
From EC. Yeah. I'm Rip Smurby. Classy private eye. I was hired by a beautiful rich girl to guard this cemetery. You ain't stealing nobody. I ain't stealing nobody. This is my Uncle Mike. I'm taking him home. He's been drinking too much. He don't feel good. Look at that nose. He don't smell good either. But of course, we all have our little faults. Why don't you take him home and introduce him to a cake of soap? Look, Rip Smurby, classy private eye. You leave my Uncle Mike alone. Land's sakes, he's got enough trouble. He's sitting there on that gravestone. Well, this ain't bad stuff, drawing wise. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. Probably the best we've seen today.
Yeah. Now we begin to make a big, vicious, ugly monster. Let's shall make a.
Who's the guy who used to draw all the monsters with all the detailed pen work?
Graham Ingalls?
No, the
Right,
comedy.
right,
comedy.
Wrightson.
No, the comedy monsters.
Is it Basil Wolverton?
Basil
Yeah,
Wolverton. Yeah.
Basil
It's
Wolverton.
got a bit of that vibe about it.
Yeah, especially with the guy's nose. Look at it here, all turned up. It's funny. The one way. Huh. Nobody. So I pick out a nice casual pair of hands. There's 3 hands right there. 4 hands. One of them's a poker hand. Yeah, boy, such a peachy hand. I snip it off at the wrist so. They're all right cartoon hands. Who said that this one here is it's tickling a foot? Octor Louis. Mit Derlin-Hausers. That was mine own little pinky.
It's always
Oh,
funny when it's German.
Spliced his own. Yeah.
They've drawn eyes to the building there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Whereas, the background.
Little bird here. This guy poking up Kilroy.
Yeah, that's Kilroy, the one-way sign.
Yeah. It's much better. Nuttings like Lupont's glue for holding together a bad old monster. Better things for better living through chemistry. Eh, Pierre? Yeah.
It doesn't have a head, or is the head diminutive?
I think
He's got to get something gay, he says.
I think that's just the neck there. Good thing he's got everything coordinated and in boxes here. Ears, eyes, noses, toes, teeth.
Miscellaneous.
And Kilroy is back again in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, right there.
And there's a couple of almost Daleks in the background.
Yeah. Later that dark and dreary night, it's no use. None of these goofy heads will do. He dropped his German accent all of a sudden. I got to get something different, something with a dash of Elan. Something gay and sprightly, and yet not too pretentious. Boy, have I got worries. Is that Delorf? Dorf? Oh, probably Waldorf, huh? Anyway.
Yeah.
Towel.
Very strange.
Very. Oh, look at that. Some nice shadow work there.
Yeah.
Bodies by Fisher.
There you are. Snap safety
See,
zone.
comics clearly need a comics code, don't they?
At
You
this
see-
point, yeah.
You can see where it's coming from.
I'll bet the youngest among us do not get their Bodies by Fisher reference.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah, no, I haven't got a clue.
does everybody here get it? Allison, do you get
I-
that reference?
I don't get
Which
it.
one?
Bodies by Fisher.
Bodies by Fisher.
Yeah.
Fisher Price.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No.
I have one of the few remaining Fisher body plants up the street. They're a part of GM. They make auto bodies.
Yeah, and they used to slap that on some of the cars. It used
Yeah.
to say "Body by Fisher."
Fisher
Okay.
body. Yeah, Fisher body plant.
Yep, I did not get that.
Check my big, strong white teeth with which I grip my pipe. I am thoughtful, no doubt, and meditating about something thrilling and adventurous. How did he know? We've been talking about pipes this whole time. Tell me, Rip Smurby, do you inhale? Oh, that's a Clinton question.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is this Bill Clinton or is it
Look at that shadow there. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah.
That
nice
photo's
lens,
good.
yeah.
Boy, you really are something. Go ahead, Smurby. Keep inhaling. Could be the devil's lettuce.
Oof, look at that.
Hold it. Hold it. Hey, Rip Smurby, you got just the classy head I need for my suave monster. With your puss, you can get into high society to do my dirty work because you got class.
I think that's
Ooh.
Puss.
Puss?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Puss. Yeah. With your puss. All right.
Randy,
So Cyclops
Yeah.
is going to be
the show's opening, so I'll probably have to go ahead and dart out. But thanks for having me on as usual, and I guess I'll see you guys next week.
All right, Mitch. Have a good show.
See you, Mitch.
See ya.
All right, thank you. See you guys.
The deed is done, and now, Rip Smurby, you are in my power. Soon you shall mingle with the 400.
with the mythical axe because it's smoking.
Yeah. You, with your suave way, have access to highest of high society. And they had to draw a path here for where the head fell, in a dotted line. And it bounced, but
Yeah.
there wasn't any impact here.
No.
And he jumped up with a little whiff of dust or something underneath him. So
Well, he
that
jumped up so that he could chop it off.
Yeah, get that good swing in.
Yeah.
Now I, Marvin the Monster Maker, shall throw the switch and send electricity coursing through your
Why has
horrible
he only
body,
got one eye?
and you shall come to life.
Yeah, he's always been a Cyclops.
He's a private eye.
He's a private eye. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't think too hard.
I won't.
definitely trying not to?
Is it funny now?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, my sides are.
All depends upon your definition of funny. Yeah.
I think I might have pulled a rib.
He's gone
Wait.
from German to New York.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait.
Wait.
Rip Smurby Classic Private Eye is under my thumb, and tonight, I send my monster with a suave face into high society. Oops, wrong story. It's little Kilroy again.
Where the squirts meet the flirts.
That's quite good, the way his toes going out of the panel.
Oh yeah, that's pretty hot. Love it.
Shut up.
Shut up. Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Smurby. This is my wife Gertrude. Charmed, I'm sure.
Gert's where the squirts meet the flirts.
Ugh. Sounds like my dating life when I was single.
There we go. Shay, what's going on? Really, aren't you being a bit boisterous, Mr. Smurby? When do we eat? Ingots?
Ingots. Yeah.
You old cheapskate. Forget about him, Gert. Let's work up a little appetite before chow. Nothing like a free feed. I always said 23 skidoo. Come on, twinkle toes. Let's see if you can shimmy like my sister Kate. Yahoo!
Wow.
That hurts.
I'm just trying to figure out how did he hit him from that far away to make him fall the way that he did, but I'm not trying to do logic anymore.
Yeah.
Smacked him good. Obviously, he spanked him on his ass.
But you have to see the panel before. He was not close enough for him to even do that. It's like he pushed, he facepalm Gertrude. And he's up here being all snuffy, like, oh, how dare you? It's like, okay, just
Not only that, but he got rid of that skull in his
Yeah,
hand.
so he dropped
Yeah.
the skull in between as well. It was a pretty slick move.
Yeah.
And then on the next page, she's on the floor. You quickly showed it. She's got lots of hair on her legs.
She does.
Look at that.
Kaboom, baby. Yak,
Yeah,
rib
look, he
smurbies and
picks her
agony.
up. Look
Yeah.
at the hairs.
Yeah.
Some great hairy legs there. Good calves. Look at
What
that.
was this? 1953. We
Four.
said.
54.
54. Yeah. Let me down, you monster.
Is that Richard Nixon there?
It looks like him.
Sure does. Sure.
He
looks
was
like it.
he was vice president at the time.
There you go. That must be it. One of high society for sure.
Who's the guy over his left shoulder with a really small head? Who's the goober? No, in the next panel.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
This guy
Wow.
here. I don't know.
No, left shoulder.
Oh, here?
His right
Yeah,
shoulder. My
yeah.
left. Yeah.
He looks like Howdy Doody.
Yeah, yeehaw. He's got lots of oil. Look at him.
Beetlejuice.
See, he does though. He looks like Howdy Doody.
Yeah.
Oh, who's holding up the Outer Mongolia
That really is a pity about the hairy legs because she looks a lot better from behind.
Sorry there. Outer Mongolian? Yeah, I don't know.
They kept drawing her differently. She was getting like curvier and curvier in the right ways from where they originally drew her to then.
And now she's back to her face again. Look at that. That's a face and a half.
Yeah. Good evening, Smurby, your bun. This way out.
That's a long old face, isn't it? Why the long face?
Now, don't you dare open your little eyes. This is just a little present just for you. Bye-bye, all.
He blew up the party.
It's a boom.
Did they ever make bombs that actually looked like that?
I don't know. They got it from Hollywood somewhere. Decided that was the way bombs looked.
Don't worry, it was just a delivery man.
Fireworks. They still got fireworks that are shaped that way.
I
Fireworks,
have a
but
boom.
not true bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cherry bombs.
It's a boom.
It's a boom. What do you mean it is a boom?
Surprises are my weakness.
Oh dear.
So seconds later, Mr. Ingots McAloy left his townhouse going north. Forgive me, Ingots, dear friend, it's not my doings. Boom. Burma shave. There's a Burma shave sign.
Oh, they messed that joke up. There should have been 4 of them.
Yeah, there should have been.
No parking. What?
You monster.
I don't get this.
No.
He picked up a sign. No, that looks like a balloon with a. Looks like a. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't get
it must be a sign.
I'm scared.
Monster, sir. I couldn't find any old ladies to kick tonight, but I'll be in there pitching tomorrow, Marvin, sir. You call yourself a monster? Why, back in the old, what's the use? Put the loot with the other stuff. Chop, chop, dopey private eye. Yeah.
Wow. Mona Lisa. Jesus. Good Lord.
The very last of the Mohicans right there.
Water on the knee, so they're
Hey,
playing
see-
Operation.
Yeah. You see, it's just as well that they've coloured them because I wasn't sure that was just really badly drawn and they had their legs over each other.
Yeah, it's very strangely drawn.
Fleischmann gin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fleischmann, like Fleischmann's margarine.
Mhm.
I think. Only it's Fleischmann's gin.
I think there was
Oh
a
my
Fleischmann's
goodness.
gin. In fact, I think there might still be a Fleischmann's gin.
Yeah.
This
I'll
is
look that up. Yeah,
this is trying so hard to be mad, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
There
it's
is still a Fleischmann's gin to this day,
Okay.
It's desperate to be mad, and it isn't.
and it's about $10 a gallon, so I'm sure it's high quality stuff.
Everything, including the kitchen sink.
including
Yeah,
the kitchen sink.
there it is.
It's
The
a
kitchen
Cadillac
sink.
bike. It's a Cadillac penny farthing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Think.
Huh.
Okay.
I thought that was like a small little tank there, like a thing, you know. But
Think tank.
If only I could break
Think.
this monstrous spell. What could my girlfriend, Hominy, think if she saw me like this?
Hominy.
Hominy grits. Yeah, hominy instead of harmony.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Stop trying to break my spell, Rip Smurby. This could be smell. And anyway, your girl Hominy eloped with your sappy valet Dizzy. Okay.
It says Cadillac on the bicycle there. That's hysterically funny.
Well,
They say that's a penny farthing.
mhm.
yeah.
It's not even a proper bike.
Eloped.
Oh, God.
It's like the word rings and re-rings and rips.
This panel was murdered by the lettering.
Yeah.
Oh, this panel was murdered way before that.
That's so
Kind of
book.
with Randy on that one.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
Russ-
afraid of the dead.
Russ on that one.
All right, Marvin, I'm going to fix that. So Rip Smurby hooks up the electrodes to the pile of dead bodies and throws the switch. Zowie! They all come to life real quick. They're mad at Marvin. Ha, eloped, eh?
What kind of drugs were these people taking when they created this story?
More than
Not
Rip
very-
Smurby.
I'm
Whatever
still
they,
trying to
whatever
get
they were,
over the orange Waldorf Hotel towel.
I think pot was legal back then.
Yeah, we saw that Waldorf Hotel towel earlier.
Yeah.
I think in a different story, in fact.
whatever drugs they were, they needed better ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely agree.
It took them about 10 years to get the good stuff going. Yeah.
What happened to her chest?
Everybody.
That's
just-
just. That
She's
looks
got
like a cubist painting.
Yeah.
couple coconuts there. That's all. Yeah.
That's what we call a coconut bra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking about the placement of one of the breasts. Personally, it all
Well,
just looks a bit wonky.
The whole body is twisted.
Putting it
Yeah.
mildly.
Well, yeah, I mean they're coming at us, but she isn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that Superboy there? Side view.
Could be. He's got a cape. Eloped,
Got
eh?
glasses on.
Yeehaw.
3 days later, after a quick operation, Rip Smurby, classy private eye, is almost as good as new. We join him in Snooty Beach, Snooty Beach, with his girlfriend Hominy and his valet Dizzy. Pardon, sir, Mr. Rip Smurby, but it's grand to be back in your own body, isn't it? So you were so angry when you thought you'd lost me? That's what broke Marvin's spell? I'll never lose my head again, Dizzy. You got it wrong, Hominy. That what really burned me up was losing a good valet like Dizzy. Okay.
So he's
that's
he's
another bad joke that
dissing
did not
his
land.
girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very coded. That.
Yeah.
When you have to defend yourself, do what the experts do. Use their 3-power system. Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and boxing.
Okay, Russ, you're the
Oh.
expert here. This is totally authentic, right?
Overcome any enemy, no matter how big he is
Yeah.
or how small you are.
Yeah, I've done that many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Fastest way to get your butt whipped.
Yeah.
Just gonna say that.
I like the way. I don't think they're actually wrestling. I think that's from the Kama Sutra.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably is.
All three only $1. Send no money. Russ coupon today.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Again, it's Department CN1 at
It's a post office box.
box 463, Midtown
Station. Yeah.
Station. Yeah.
Yeah. So try finding us when we don't send you anything.
Yeah. Borrow money by mail on your own
$50 to
signature.
$600.
Any amount, $50 to $600, but quick, easy, private, confidential. If you don't pay back, we'll just break your legs.
Well, let's go to the inflation calculator to see what $600 is today. That should be good. 1954.
I don't want to even think about it.
That's gonna hurt my brain more.
I don't even think
$600
back then probably would be somewhere about maybe $25,000 to $35,000 today.
Let's take a look. We'll go to 1954. Here we go. 1954. Here we go. Wow. 7,000 and change.
So with it, you can pay your doctor bills, you pay your insurance, or pay old debts,
Buy a house.
home
You see,
repairs.
you see, the number of bills has changed, but the value hasn't.
Yep.
You can still, it's like if you had a gold bar then and a gold bar now, it'd get you exactly the same amount of stuff.
Exactly. That's why gold is gold.
Yeah, yeah. Just sell up, buy gold. That's the financial advice over for the day.
More than 50 years of service.
And they're in Omaha, so you know it's for real.
Yeah.
Wait, how can you be in Omaha and Nebraska at the same time? Well, Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, Omaha to Nebraska.
It's Omaha to Nebraska. Yeah, that's the second Omaha.
Isn't that a basketball score?
I think so. Omaha to Nebraska, nothing. Yeah. No zip code at this point either. So yeah. Dance
wait a
to
minute.
romance.
Go
Learn
back
to
to go back
dance.
to that ad. There was a little guarantee and a sticker that should be good. Guarantee up top there. Can we see? Let's see what that. If for any reason you return the money within 10 days, is made. Oh, so you can get. So this is clever. They're saying this is to make you think you're actually going to get some money, because they're saying, hey, look, if you get the money, you can return it, and there won't be any interest. Just return it.
But that's the catch. Within 10 days through the mail.
Yeah.
To a P.O. box.
Yeah.
And on the 11th day, you get to talk to Vito.
But I returned the money. Well, you did. We
Yeah,
got
we
it on the
didn't-
12th day.
yeah.
You owe us double now.
We're going to have to teach you a lesson, kid. Got to pay your bills. Yeah. Dance to romance. Learn to dance in only 1 week. Become an expert dancer in just minutes a day. Yes, you dance a new step each evening for 7 days or double your money back. Now start to dance your way to romance.
The jitterbug.
There you are. Foxtrot, Roomba, Samba, Conga, square dances, waltz, Lindy, tango.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't say Lindy Hop. They said Lindy.
Yeah, Lindy.
The green apple quick step.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
That sounds like a bedroom movement. Yeah. Maneuver, I should say.
There was a movie in the early 70s called Bedroom Mazurka.
Mazurka.
Bedroom Mazurka. The Mazurka
Okay.
was a dance too.
You get a bonus for promptness.
That's true. That's generally true in life.
Yeah,
Look at
my
that.
wife says that.
Big book of square dance.
Your
I wonder if that's
will
still that
send
bonus.
without extra charge a complete a complete book of square dances. So mail the coupon now.
Today.
I wonder if that bonus still applies 70 years on.
Yeah. Double your money back guarantee. You must learn to dance in the privacy of your own home in 7 days, or you may return the complete course of dance instruction for immediate refund of double your purchase price.
Here's the plot to Bedroom Mazurka. Ready for this? 1970. Max is a popular teacher at a public school who needs a new schoolmaster. In an effort to entice him to take the vacated position, the boys hire a stripper to seduce the sexually inexperienced scholar. That's
What
a
year
plot.
was that? What year was that?
1970. It was.
Okay.
It looks like it was a Scandinavian movie. Yeah.
I was going to say it's
Yeah, of
probably a
course it was.
grindhouse flick. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a sex comedy from Norway or something.
Okay.
Bedroom Mazurka.
Chew improved formula chewing gum and reduce up to 5 pounds a week with Dr. Phillips' plan.
It's a lot of chewing.
That's a lot of chewing.
Take a stick of this juicy fruit and you could lose 5 pounds in a week.
Just keep those jaws moving and you'll burn those calories.
And you can get a 12-day supply for only $1.
Yeah, but you get the 12-day supply, you get a 10-day free trial. How does that work?
10-day free trial.
Reduced to a slimmer, more graceful figure, the way Dr. Phillips recommends, without starving, without missing a single meal. Here for you now, a scientific way which guarantees you can lose as much weight as you wish, or you pay nothing.
It's got hexatol.
It's all Ozempic. No drugs, no starvation, no exercises or laxatives.
Hexatol is a real thing.
Yep.
Hexatol?
That is a real thing.
Yeah. It's a type of sugar alcohol.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Examples include mannitol and sorbitol, which occur naturally.
Yeah. Kelpidine chewing gum contains hexatol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reduces appetite and is
You
sugar
see,
free.
you learn
Reduces appetite
stuff in
and
this
is sugar free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
That part I disagree with.
Well,
most alcohols do have technically sugar in it.
Has no available carbohydrates either.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy chewing this delicious gum and reduce with Dr. Phillips' plan.
So it's gum it's gum that makes you drunk.
Try it for 10 days and step on the scale. You'll hardly believe your eyes. If you can see at that point, good for men too.
I just looked up Kelpidine. There was a lawsuit that went to the Supreme Court. Riley versus Pincus, and the representations on which the order is based relate to the respondents' anti-fat treatment nationally advertised under the name Dr. Felix Kelpidine. Yeah, there was a lawsuit over this. Went to the Supreme Court.
You think the Pincus's first name was Dinkus?
Yep.
Dinkus Pincus?
Could be.
Might have been.
That sounds about right.
American Health Aids Company, Department CH 149, 318 Market Street, Newark, New Jersey.
We're back to New. Hey, there was another ad at that same address.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see how much you learn in this podcast?
Sent on approval.
Mm-hmm.
Mail coupon now.
Yeah.
Doesn't it need an apostrophe after the S on Dr. Phillips?
Oh, just notes. That must have been the last page. Nuts, March 1954. Cover Altman, Home Cleaning, Little Abernathy, Frank Rio, Knucklehead Nelson, Teat.
Text.
Text. Oh, text. 2 page. Scarface, Hollingsworth. Yeah. Fleischman, Marvin's. Yeah.
So that Kelpidine is kelp.
Oh, there you go. That must have tasted really good.
Yeah, and they conceded that the daily dosage of iodine to reduce weight would be 50 to 60 times more than the iodine in the daily dosage of kelp. Might prove harmful to persons suffering from tuberculosis, anemia, or heart disease. So this was really a dangerous product.
Yeah.
So what was the outcome of the court case?
Let's see if it even says that.
It's going to say just like those kids' old chemistry sets.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You're not supposed
Let's
to be
see, the
messing around
judge-
with the uranium from those sets.
Yeah.
The judgment of the Court of Appeals is affirmed without prejudice to a reopening of the proceedings against the respondent to permit additional hearings should the Postmaster General choose to do so. So I guess this was not the final dispensation of that case. But it's very interesting to find out that there was a court case involving this fantastic product.
Yeah. That was nuts, folks. Absolutely nuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
I think that was punishment.
Yeah.
It was desperately trying to be Mad magazine, and it didn't
Oh, that's
quite
putting
make
it
it.
bluntly.
Didn't quite make it. No.
It
No.
just shows you how Mad Magazine made it look easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If it lasted for 5 issues, I'd be interested to see what the sales were.
Well, they usually didn't know until the 3rd issue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously they produced the first 5 issues anyway, wouldn't they?
Then by the 3rd issue, issue 5 was probably well into production.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, most likely.
They
By then,
just
the
said-
Senate hearings were starting and everything.
Yeah,
They were well underway.
So
Well, I
Dr.
think-
Phillips was in the Supreme Court being tried, and the magazine was being banned by Wortham, or what his name was.
Yeah.
So not a good moment in time for those people.
it's all over.
And we never heard of those artists again either. So they probably got to jail as well.
And the publisher was closed its door. Well, its last issue was January 1956. It was a romance with a seal approval.
All right. Okay. Did Vince Coletta ink it?
Make sure
You mean,
everything
did
on the
he
ground.
did he ink it with the eraser on his pencil?
Ink it with-
There's the cover for number 2. Hunting
All right.
season now open.
Yeah,
Please say we don't deserve. Please say we've done our penance and don't deserve
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no. We're
yeah, I think we're
just
done with
wanted to
nuts.
show it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are plenty of
Yeah,
other
yeah,
Mad
man.
imitators.
Yeah.
What we could do instead of having imitators, we could just have Mad work up.
Well,
We
we're
can do
going
that
back to
too.
that on Friday, aren't we?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Do some more on Friday.
Goris
We-
Garloff.
we might go back to the regular to the early Mad comics at this rate.
Different artist on the cover there.
Yeah,
Hey, Randy,
yeah.
Look at that. So
can you
solid.
can you introduce me first to get out?
You gotta run.
Yeah.
He's just desperate to go.
See you, Charles.
Yeah,
See you,
I've
Charles.
had-
Later.
I'm out of here.
I've had enough.
in a hurry to
He's
leave.
done. He's done.
No more.
No more,
There's
Randy.
nuts for.
No more.
Look at that
No,
body.
He's
Oh.
screaming uncle already. Let him go.
Stop staring, Mabel. Get the names of the witnesses. Yeah, nuts. Absolute nuts.
Mabel.
Nice
Maybe.
hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See-through dress. All right.
More-
well, that was
More
that was-
humor next
yeah.
Sunday, folks. We'll
Humor,
look at
the
something
humor is
funny.
humor is
So,
in quotes.
yeah. Well, we'll find something better. Well, even if we look at the old Mad comics, I got all those on nice hardback. So
Yeah, I have
Well,
those someplace myself.
we might
we
look at
we
those
had
'cause there's
someone
some
from
great
Peru.
stuff.
Pizza 33. Hello. from
Oh man,
Peru.
I've been ignoring the chat. I am so sorry, folks. Everybody's been in there, and we've just been having a ball again. Sarah,
Oh, yeah.
morning.
Definitely having a ball.
Yeah, I caught the gang all here. I always only catch you when I pull all nighters. LOL.
Oh, great.
Glad you're here,
Hi,
Art
Art.
Victim. Thanks for
Yeah,
stopping
thanks for
by.
being here. Yeah.
Matt Black, morning, afternoon, everyone. That cover, Joe looks ace. Yeah. He's talking about Joe's work there. Greetings. Marvy in the house. Still Saturday night for me, even though it's a little after 8 a.m. in Illinois. Still awake, LOL. Sarah says, Zim, Sarah, how you doing? There you go. Never heard of a Comic Book Plus. Yeah, we're looking at Comic Book Plus at comicbookplus.com, all one word. They're a wonderful archive site. A lot of different comics and stuff there, and they have a section there of every public domain comic that they could find. That they, or is it the plus sign? Nope, it's a PLUS, Comic Book Plus, all one word. I'm getting Beano vibes with that nuts cover. Did the Beano take notes? No idea. Probably not. I imagine they have better class than that. The heel of his shoe is almost as big as the hole in his head. Yeah, hole. Yep. In. Morning all.
Hello,
John
John.
Freely in the house. Glad you're here, bud.
No,
Good to see
he's
you
a
there.
friend of mine.
Why don't we in the UK get anything like this? Do you want something like that?
No, he's talking about the Comic Cons.
Oh,
We do have-
Comic-Con.
We
Yeah,
do. We have larger ones. The smaller ones are
Never known a
Yeah.
comic in the UK. Yeah. Yeah. I've
the
never
larger
seen
ones
it
aren't
either.
they great?
No.
Ah,
Ah.
Hello from Peru.
Pizza 33. Hello from Peru. Glad you're here,
Hello.
Pizza. Good to see you. Don't worry about that chat. Yeah. Okay. Wasn't much there. Charles, but we're really glad that you're there, by the way, Marv. Charles, tell folks how they can find you.
I will do that now. They can go to the interweb and put my name in and also put in Rammur, Rammur. You will find, especially on Amazon, you'll find the first issue, which is behind me, the second issue, which is available as well. And the third issue is in progress. There is the artwork to the cover, third issue. Get in touch with me and I will tell you how to get the first Rammur merch, the Early Adopters Fan Club sticker. And since we were talking about humor, let's talk about something that's actually funny. My previous book, Danny and Harry, Private Detectives, The Case of the Missing Trunk. Walter Brogan did the artwork, and we collaborated on the story. Here's a wonderful page from Danny and Harry, Private Detectives. There's the bad guy and the femme fatale. Danny and Harry can also be found on Amazon. Thank you.
All right.
And I'm out of here.
Pizza 33
Laters.
says Paddington is
Charles.
here. Yeah. Take care, Charles. Thanks
Talk
a
to you
lot.
soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yep, take care. Joe, tell folks how they can find you.
Okay, there we go. I'm like,
There you
okay.
are.
You can find me on the web up under cgcstudios.com, where you could buy all our comics from Amazonia, Primetime Saturday Night, and AWF here. As I stated before, we're going to be at booth 829 at C2E2 this upcoming weekend, Friday through Sunday, from April 11th through the 13th. We're, like I said, we're at booth 829, where we're going to have all our comics there. I might be available for commissions if you like, like somebody said, if you like the covers like this and everything, I will be open for commissions for doing that. As long as you keep it simple, I don't have a problem with doing it reasonably priced and everything. And pretty much you can find me here on YouTube with either Comic Book Spectrum, which is founded by Brian K. Morris. I'm pretty much the acting producer for that show, and my own video blog, which is called From the Desolate Small Press Publisher, on Saturdays.
All right. John Freely says, sorry, responses to earlier discussion about comic. I've never heard a particular expression used in comics. Yeah. Yep. Marvy says, take care, everyone. Have a great week. You too, Marv. Thanks for stopping by. Deeply appreciate you being here, everybody. Allison, tell folks how they can find you.
Well, you can find me occasionally here with these fine gentlemen. I use the term lightly. On Sunday mornings, if I can ever wake up in time and join them Friday nights, that would also probably be fun. Friday mornings, I should say. Thursday night, Friday morning. Yeah. And I tend to stream on Fridays, 3 p.m. over on my YouTube channel, which is just my name, Allison McGlone, and my Twitch channel, alleycat _comics. And I also randomly stream throughout the week. On that, that's about it. I'm just a fun girl here. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for stopping in.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me over at russleach.com. All my social medias are there. Very important. Go over to Comic Book Black Belt, the YouTube channel, and subscribe there. I'm up to 930 something, so that's going well. But all the social medias are there. What's most important, though, is the email list. If you're interested in the work that we do, especially the Atlantean, so go over to russleach.com and sign up for the email list there. This is the latest scanned page. So it's just been scanned in from the original artwork. And Shizzle has got bad. There's a bit of a fight about to happen. So you can... Sorry?
Sorry, a bit of a fight for a change. Sorry.
Yeah, a bit of a fight for a change, just for the hell of it. So the lizard men have found them, and it's time for a fight. So if you like this kind of stuff, you like sword and sorcery and toxic masculinity and all that kind of stuff, check out russleach.com, sign up for that email list, and you can find out more about the Atlantean. Or you can just go over to .com/The Atlantean 2 was still up for 7 days or so while I do the last couple of pages and we do the print files, and then it goes off to print sometime in the next 10 days. So there you go. Check that out.
It's going to be a great, great book. Can't wait for folks to read it. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Following today's debacle, if I've not unalived myself, you can find me on Fridays and Sundays on this show. I'm also on all the bloody social media rubbish, which I'm thinking of coming off as well. Anyway, go to Amazon and put my name in it, and you'll see loads of stuff and buy it all. That's it.
I just want to say they can't all be winners, but the artwork looked really good when I perused it originally. So
we're not putting it on you, Randy. We're just putting
Yes,
it
we
on
are.
you.
Yeah, just put it on me.
It's your fault, Randy.
I want
You're
to point out
fired.
that my brain cells weren't so much as dying when going through that, but committing suicide.
Okay.
I think it was a perfect example of why Mad is so good. It was an education.
Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, no,
That's the
I
way
agree
you
with
approach
that.
these shows. It's all educational.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that some of the art was kind of cool in it, and
Yeah.
it was like a nice little trip down memory lane in the sense of, well, I see why they went out of business.
Yeah.
I learned how not to tell a joke.
You've got to look.
That's the way
Outstanding timing, Joe. Outstanding.
You've got
I learned
to
that people found
occasionally.
punching women to be good in all ages.
You've got to occasionally look at the crap to appreciate the good stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
So
We look at a lot of different things on this show. Some hit, some miss, and
and sometimes
do
we
this-
talk about comics.
Mostly
yeah,
hit.
sometimes we
it has
talk
to be
about
said.
comics.
Mostly hit.
We do this every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. It's called the Sunday Funnies. Even though this one wasn't very funny, it tried to be too much. And we also do this kind of programming on Friday mornings at 5 a.m. We call it Comics by Night, where we look at some really, really great material. If you go and look at our archives, you'll see we're currently going through some incredibly classic Mad magazines over there for the month. So you don't want to miss out on that. That's Friday morning at 5 a.m. at Comics by Night. We are at the Randy Zim YouTube channel, the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. Go over and subscribe to all of those. You hit the bells for notifications, and it's absolutely free to do. And any interaction you have with those platforms goes to help our algorithms. We deeply appreciate you doing that. I've been go ahead. Say what?
Please
Sorry.
also subscribe to Allison McGlone, just because I need more subscribers.
There you go.
Hell, I'll archive this show on there if you want. So,
You can if you want.
I'd love to.
Folks, we do this because we love it. We might pick on the artwork a little bit, but there's so much great sequential art material out there. Everything's got some sort of most everything out there has got some sort of redeeming value in one way or another out there. And we love looking at comics, all kinds of comics, and that's what we do on these shows. So we don't get we're not monetized. We don't get paid for doing this, but we do it because we love it. It inspires us. It's what the business that we're in is, making comics, and you learn by looking at the work of others, understanding what they did and how they did it or how they didn't do it, and applying it to your own work. And looking at this material has definitely helped all of our artwork over the few years that we've been doing it, and we'll continue to do it until we can, really. And there's so much great stuff to look at. If you get a chance, go visit your local retailer, take a look at those boxes that very few people have looked through, those long boxes, maybe sitting on the floor or close to the floor, those great old black and white magazines. There's so much great material out there waiting for you to discover. You don't let the taste of modern comics is bad in your mouth, and go look at the independents. Go over and take a look at fundmycomic.com and look at all of those campaigns over there. Go visit your local retailer. They can really use your help to help them keep their lights on and to give you some great comics for you to buy at the same time. So go visit your local retailer. Other than that, you can find, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at is Amazon me or look for me on eBay. There's some pretty crazy things over there as well. Make sure you pick up the Atlantean 2 right now over at Fund My Comics. Only going to be up for a few more days until we get that book done and heading towards a printer. Once that's done, that campaign will be pulled off, and it'll be a few months before we do Atlantean 3. So, and that script is in the middle of being scripted right now, and can't wait for you to read that one either, because that one's going to be fun as well. So I think that's it, folks. See you Sunday. See you next Friday, 5 a.m. Comics by Night. See you Sunday, and again next Sunday at Sunday Funnies. If you want to see me, then the 11th through the 13th, I will not be at C2E2. I will be at the Grand Rapids Con in Kalamazoo, having fun, selling comics. You can even pick up a copy of Atlantean there if you're fast enough, because I've only got a few left before we sell out Shadow Kingdom as well. I'll have a few copies of that available for sale. I will be open for sketches and whatever conversation. I've got a couple of panels that show as well, and I will be moderating a panel with the great Kevin Nolan on that weekend as well. So can't wait for that show. The Grand Rapids shows are always really good, and they're always a lot of fun. So hope to see you there. If you do and you stop in, tell me that you watch our shows here on the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, Randy Zim YouTube channel, or the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. I will give you a comic just by way of saying thanks. And
that sounds worth it.
And for stopping by the table and saying hello. Be good to see you. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks everybody in the chat. Even though we read it late, we still appreciate you. We will be back next week to see you then. Despite the fact that I'll be at a show, we will be pre-recorded next week, so there will still be shows here. And we'll see you for those. Other than that, take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. Be kind to each other. Try to stay social on those antisocial platforms, and talk positively about comics. This industry is a great industry, this business. There's no better form of communication, I think, no better form of entertainment than comics. Words and pictures blended together. So enjoy those books. You don't have to troll them all the time. Just if you find a comic out there that you love, tell people about it. You don't have to talk negatively about these books. You know, find a book that you really love. Remind people how great comics are, please. And we'll see you soon on the next one. Take care, everybody.
See ya.
That's what done, yeah.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
There we are. Anyway, here we go. He said, scrolling down. Oh, here's a little plug for Atlantean right here. In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull in his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
6-inch spike through a board with your penis?
Not right now.
A girl's gotta have her standard.
Ugh, I hate these big ass prices.
Sounds like you could use some big ass savings.
I'd love some big ass savings.
Kmart Shop Your Way members save 30 cents a gallon.
30 cents a gallon? That's a big ass discount.
Big ass discount.
A really big ass discount.
Really big ass discount.
Honey, this solves your big ass problem.
Totally solves my big ass problem.
Dad, look at that big ass truck.
Big ass man.
Hello, big ass man.
Shop Your Way members get big ass savings. Save 30 cents a gallon when you spend $50 or more at Kmart.
Christ.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.